dos, tres, cuatro, cinco, seis, siete, ocho. Uno, dos, tres.
Hola amigos! Welcome to Singing Señorita, where I share lesson plans, organizational tips, and teaching tips that I've learned after 23 years of teaching, just to make your life a little easier. All right, so this week is going to be a short video because we only have 4 days this week because we get off on Monday for Martin Luther King. So my students are going to be sleeping. Or some of them might actually be working. But so we're actually going to start on Tuesday this week, and I am going to introduce a project that I had so much fun designing, and that is going to be the clothing store. So I have it right here. What I do is I set out these pictures, and there are 32 different pieces of clothing or shoes for students. And what they're going to have to do is become a designer. So I tell them to be super creative, put their own personality in it. They don't just want to color it just one solid color. They want to make it something that people want to buy because they're actually going to put a price on it. So I designed my own little things. So I have my fiery little dress, which is something I would wear. And then I have my cute little pencil socks, which I would also wear, but not together. But they're, if you'll see the tag down there, they're going to have to design their clothing and put a price on it. So then what they do, before they put the price on it though, I tell them the price range that people are going to get. So when we come down to the day where we actually do the buying experience, so right now they're in selling mode. They're designing something that the other students want to buy, and they're putting a price on it that the other students are likely to pay. So what I tell them is that when they come in on buying day, let me get it straight, buying day, students are going to get a gift card, cupón de regalo, from somewhere in between $100 to $275. So they have to keep that in mind. They don't want to put something that costs $250 because what I tell students is they have to spend all of their money up to, like, I only give them a little bit of leeway in there. Maybe they can have $15 to $20 left over. So they don't want to take up the entire budget with their one thing. So they need to price it appropriately. And so they're going to do that on the first day. And then that's as far as they get. The design process happens on the first day. Then what I'm doing on Wednesday is we've been learning about the preterite. So we learned preterite AR 1 week. We did some practice. Preterite ER/IR 1 week. We did some practice. Now I'm going to throw in ir and ser. And so we're just going to quickly go over the irregular forms. We're going to do a little bit of practice with them. And I may even do like a little class mixer where I find someone who with the Adónde fuiste, if I think we have time at the end, just to give them a little bit of practicing and able to talk to each other. And then they have a Google Forms worksheet that covers AR, ER/IR, and the ir and ser are mixed in with it. So it covers everything to give them that practice because that's what their quiz will look like when they have it, not this week. So after that, they're going to be tested over their last set of vocabulary words. So we've been working on Vamos de Compras. So I had a part 1 where they talked about how to describe clothing and things about the store. And then this one is just an extension of that, more things about going shopping and clothing. And so that will be their quiz. And then after that, they're going to copy their new set of vocabulary. So that's typically what my quiz days are. And the way that my quizzes run is whatever day I give the vocab on, the next week, that is the quiz day, new vocab. So there's a routine there so that students never have to wonder when quiz day is. It's a week from whenever I introduce the vocabulary, which is typically Wednesday, Thursday. And then on Friday, what my students are doing is starting the writing process. So that gives them lots of days so they can think through their designs, come up with the price that they want. And then on Friday, they start the writing process about their clothing. So what I give students when they come in is this list of 4 questions that they have to answer as part of their project grade. So once they've gotten their clothes designed, they'll have one of these sheets, just a little sheet of paper, but I designed it so that it goes along with their clothing project, so it'll go beside it. But they have to answer, describe what color is your article of clothing. Describe it. What is it made of? How much does it cost? And why should people buy your product? So answering that, why they are marketing their project. So it's so much fun to see what they come up with. So what I also tell them on Monday, which I forgot to tell you, is they get extra credit if they get theirs on the wall, which is the way I do part of the buying experience. So that little bit of competition in there, they want to get theirs on the wall. So that's one part of the competition. They get extra credit. And then I come up with different categories. I have an awards ceremony for the person who sold the most. They might not have made the most money, but sold the most products. And then a number 2 category is who made the most money. So those are, I think those are the only 2 I did last year. Yeah, those are my 2. Who sold the most and who made the most money. So it's an awesome experience for them, so they really get to use their vocabulary as they're going through. And when they do the buying experience, which is not yet, they have to go through and tell me why they bought the product. They have to tell me how much they spent, and they have to total up. They have to tell me how much their gift card was that they got at the door, and all of those things. So it's an entire budgeting, planning, marketing, all of those things have to go into it. And they have to know the Spanish. So I love putting my students through real world situations. So these are things that they may have to do one day. And so they get their taste of it. And that's the way I love to teach. I love for them to experience. Yes, I do worksheets. Yes, I do the normal quizzes and things like that. But when I can throw something in that is real world, I love to do that. And this is one of those projects and why I love it so much. So I will put links down in the description. So if you want to check out these things, feel free. And if this is helping you in any way, go ahead and subscribe to this channel so you can get updates each week as I'm telling you what I'm doing in my class, or I'm explaining some of the projects in more detail, which this one I will when I get a chance. So go ahead and subscribe. Like this video so I can tell what you are enjoying the most or where you need the most, or add a comment, ask me questions. And I hope that you have an awesome week teaching. Adios.
1, 2, 3.